if you were thinking about purchasing the Dyson Airstrait, you're going to want to watch this video first because I'm returning mine and I'm going to explain why. So in this video, you're going to see me demo it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, demo it, and I'm also going to show you another tool that I think is much better. It's much less expensive, and it's actually how I styled my hair today. And I have a lot to say about this. What I want you to get out of this video, by the way, is I want you to be able to make a informed decision on whether this tool is going to be right for you, because it's very, very pricey. And I've seen some reviews on it, and now that I've been playing with it myself, it just does not work for me, and I don't believe it's going to work for everybody as far as your hair type. And by the way, my name is Annie. I share makeup, skincare on my channel here. I would love to have you join. If that's something that interests you, please consider smashing that subscribe button below. It's free before you leave. And if you do end up liking this video, which I hope you do, hope it's informative, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up too. So let's get into the video. I purchased this because I thought it would be something that was going to make my, do my hair a lot easier. And I found that it doesn't at all. It actually makes more work. And you're going to see why, because you're going to see a comparison between one side and the other. So before I start showing you the before and after, I want to show you, kind of give you a little tour of this device. I purchased mine from Ulta and I actually got 20% off. Now, just a little FYI, a couple of years ago purchased the ear wrap. I purchased that at Nordstrom. And I love that. I love the ear wrap. So when this came out and I saw people like raving about it, I thought that could be something that would be really nice. It'd be something I could bring on a trip with me somewhere, and I could just do my hair and have one tool and go, and it's going to be fabulous. And it didn't work out like that for me. So this is what it looks like. And when you hear people say it's heavy, I would say it is kind of heavy. It is definitely heavier than my flat iron. Now you only have this much space here, okay, to get your hair in, actually this much space. So you don't have a lot of room to do that. That's one of the things that I don't like about it. I feel like it's hard to get your hair in there without it like falling out, and you'll see it when I show you the demo. But this is what it looks like. This is how you would lay it on the counter. It's kind of like the little stand here. You do get a little silicone mat, which I forgot to bring in here, and that's nice because it will prevent it from sliding off your counter. When you hold it, you want to hold it like this because the you could see where the air flows out is right there. So you always want to hold it like this, okay? When you're doing your hair, you're not going to hold it like that, which for me was very difficult when I got to the back of my hair. It was very awkward when I used my right hand doing it, and I am right-handed, but it just was, even with my left hand, it was just very difficult to get the back of my head with this tool. So on one side, we have this little lock here. So you just press it like that and it opens up. And now I'm going to give you a little tour on the buttons and what they do. So the first button you press is your on and off button. And right above there, it looks like a water drop and some stars. When you press on that, that is going to be for wet and dry. And you'll see there's like a little screen too that actually will tell you wet or dry. So when you're doing it, it will tell you what setting it's on. And also when you place it on the counter, it will automatically turn off. And then when you lift it back up, it's going to turn on. So I do like that feature. So then we have the cool shot next to that. Then we have the airflow setting. So if you want to have it go a little slower or faster, you press that. I honestly didn't notice a difference between the speeds. I felt like it was pretty much the same. And then you have the red button is to set the temperature. As I am doing my demo now, I'm going to talk to you about it and why this didn't work for me. So first off, you're going to see me sectioning the hair, which I definitely would recommend doing. And always, always make sure you use a heat protectant in your hair, whether you're using a hair dryer, a curling iron, flat iron, whatever you want to do that. So sectioning it off, start drying it, and you will see that the hair kind of falls out. I have to go over it several times, and the thing that, and you'll see it at the end because you're going to see me do that whole side, is that it doesn't finish my hair. It doesn't finish it. What this does is it just dries your hair straight. I was under the impression that this was going to style and dry my hair like the Air Wrap does. The Air Wrap does two things: it dries your hair and it styles your hair. This does not style your hair because it doesn't finish it. It's just going to give you a straight look. So if you have wavy hair or curly hair like I do, it will straighten it. You're not going to be able to get really close to the scalp area. Now, one thing I didn't show you is where I mentioned those vents right here. So what you can do before you start sectioning and do that, you can take the hair and you can just kind of lift it up and just kind of dry it at the root area. You can do that. The tool that I'm going to show you after this, though, it actually gets my root area. Okay, so I don't even have to do that, but that's what you want to do with this because you're not going to be able to reach the root area. So the biggest complaint besides the price tag on this, which the price tag to me, for something that's just going to dry my hair, is just a no. It's just a no for me. I think it's way too much for what it does. I think it's way too much for just doing one thing and just drying your hair straight. Now, I have layers in my hair, and so this did not work for me because it actually makes my hair look unfinished. It doesn't bend. You can't bend it. I've tried bending it. I was like trying to bend my hair like you could do with a flat iron. A flat iron, you can make your hair straight, but then you can kind of slightly bend the ends under a little bit. You can even curl your hair with a flat iron. With this tool, the only thing you're doing is you're just drying it straight. It's just pulling your hair straight. That's all it's doing. And these claims about it not being damaging on your hair, I'm sorry, as a former hairstylist, I'm going to tell you, I think that's nonsense. Anytime you're using heat on your hair, you're causing it to be slightly damaged. I mean, you just are. So you don't want to overuse any kind of a tool. But you know, to tell me that it's going to make your hair shiny and stuff, I'm sorry. You need to show me you need to show me, explain it, because the plates on it are plastic and it has heat. So that is just a bunch of nonsense, and I don't believe it. Okay. But this just doesn't do it for me. I thought this would be something I could take on a trip with me. I can dry my hair and style it all in one, and it's just not that at all. It doesn't do that. It just does one thing. It just makes your hair stick straight. So if you have a lot of layers in your hair, like I do, it's not going to work for you unless you want your hair to look unfinished. And you're going to see the difference between that side and the side that I did my hair today, the tool that I'm going to show you. But this just didn't work. So so the cons with this are obviously the price. Obviously, it doesn't do 2-in-1. And the other complaint I have is, where's the carrying case? When you're spending this kind of money on a tool, I mean, me personally, I don't want to just toss it under my sink with my other stuff, okay? Not for this price tag. It should come with a case. I should not have to go on Amazon to buy one. I should not have to go on their website and buy one. It should have came with a case. I'm insulted by that, honestly. I mean, my Air Wrap, I know it has all those attachments, but it has a case to it. And that's one of the reasons that I felt like it was worth the money too, because you also get that nice case. This, you don't even get a case for it. I mean, I think that's ridiculous for what you're paying, okay? So let's talk about the other side. So on the other side, I am using my hot tools. I've shared a review on it. I actually purchased mine a couple of years ago. And I love it. You know why? I can do everything I need to do all at once. I can go ahead and dry my hair and style at the same time. With the Airstrait, after I dry my hair, I'm going to have to go in and use more heat with a flat iron. I'm going to have to use more heat with a curling iron. I'm going to have to do something because I can't leave my hair looking like that. With the hot tools, I can go ahead and dry my hair. I can get body and volume in my hair, as you saw how I'm doing it. I'm holding it way, way up there. So I'm getting all the way to my roots by doing that. And I end up getting body and volume. It lasts me all day. If I wanted to wear it the next day, I would have it like that the next day too. But like I said, I wash my hair every day. But if I go to bed like this, I'm going to wear it and wake up and my hair's going to look like this. Much less expensive. If you don't want to have as much body and volume, you could always do it straight. But this tool is amazing. And it's so much less expensive, you guys. You could still do a look with this and get so much less expensive. The Dyson is just so overhyped. I just feel like you're not going to get your money's worth because you're not going to be able to use it for you're not going to be able to do it your whole hair unless you want to look unfinished. Now, here's the thing. If you have long hair and you have no layers, or you have really long layers, I'm talking like layers on the ends, then it might work for you, okay? But if you have hair with layers, if you have coarse hair, it's not gonna be a one and done. It's just not gonna be a one and done. And it definitely wasn't for me, because you can see the difference. I mean, look at the difference between both sides. Look at both sides. There's a big difference there. The Dyson side looks terrible. I would never go out like that. It looks like I didn't even do my hair. The side with the hot tools looks all nice. It looks like I went to the hair salon and I had my hairstylist do my hair. So that's the thing. The Dyson is a no for me. That's why I'm going to return mine. I was just under the impression that I was going to be able to style my hair with it, like dry it and style it all in one, but it's not the case for me personally. For me personally, I would have to go in with another tool, so that I'm putting more heat on my hair when I could have just used something like this. So if you are thinking of buying it, you need to ask yourself these questions, okay? What are my intentions for using it? If you want just straight stick hair, just straight, and you don't have layers in your hair, or you have really long layers, then this could be for you. If you are somebody that has a lot of layers in your hair, or you have coarse hair, this isn't going to be for you. It's not going to be a one and done. You're going to have to go over it with something else and do your hair. Is it going to be worth it to you when you can just use something like this? I mean, seriously, okay? And if you like the Dyson, like you have it and you're like, I love it, share why. Share why. Do you have long hair, short hair? Do you have layers? Do you have coarse hair? Do you have wavy hair? Do you have fine hair? Share the hair type and length and everything in there, so if somebody is looking through the comments trying to decide, your comment will be very, very helpful, okay? I'm just sharing my personal experience using it. I really wanted to love it because I love my air wrap, but this is a big no for me. It's just a no. And I tried it so many different times. I thought maybe I should do it this way and do it this way and try it this way. I even tried bending it. I tried bending it. And one time I did it, I got a little bit of body with it, but the work to try to get it to do that is just not worth it when I can have this. And it dries my hair so much faster and it looks so much nicer. So this is just a big pass for me. So I really hope that this video was helpful and informative. If you're thinking about getting it, I really hope that this will help you in your decision, because this is a big, big investment. And for me, it would just sit under my counter, and I'm sorry, I'd rather take the $500 and put it somewhere else than under my counter where I'm never going to use it. Okay? So anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. I really hope that this video was helpful and informative. If it was helpful, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And before you leave, I just wanted to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. For all my new subscribers and all my OGs, thank you for your continued support. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.